Welcome to The Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. You can feel the energy in this room. I'm not surprised. It was a beautiful spring-like day here in New York. All that global warming is finally paying off. New York buses, keep idling. Even the coldest places on the planet are heating up, like Greenland. For some reason, and we're not entirely sure why, for some reason Donald Trump is obsessed with that frozen gravel pile and won't rule out using the military to acquire it. Fun fact, Greenland is a NATO ally because it's part of Denmark. And Article 5 of the NATO Charter clearly states that an armed attack against one NATO member shall be considered an attack against them all. Wow. So if we attack Greenland, we'll have to fight all of NATO. And you know who else is in NATO? The United States. And we don't want to fight them. They're insane. Lately. Yesterday, Speaker Mike Johnson was asked the age-old question, should the United States invade Greenland? And he said, no, I don't think that's appropriate. It's not appropriate? We're talking about attacking an ally, not wearing jeans to a wedding. GOP Rep Don Bacon was asked about it, and Bacon was crisp.
There's no upside to it, and we're not going to acquire Greenland. We're NATO allies. We have bases there, and we can build on that. So this is one of the silliest things I have heard come out of the White House in the last year.
That is saying a lot. Considering this last year was the first we heard the words FIFA Peace Prize. The biggest, against Venezuela doesn't have a soccer team. Oh, they do? Oh, yeah. The biggest criticism of Trump's plan came from famed geopolitical strategist Bjork, who posted, I wish all Greenlanders blessings in their fight for independence. That's right, you do not mess with Bjork. This woman gets dressed by dipping herself in glue and rolling around in a Hobby Lobby. It's rickrack everywhere. Nothing scares her. Now, it's still possible. There's an outside chance we don't invade, okay? This week, in a closed-door meeting, Marco Rubio assured lawmakers that recent administration threats against Greenland did not signal an imminent invasion and that the goal is to buy the island from Denmark. That does not sound better. It actually sounds weirder because, I don't know if you knew this, people don't buy and sell countries anymore. Apparently, our foreign policy is from the 19th century, so is our vaccine schedule. Remember, this month, is it this month? Remember, this month is open enrollment for leech care. Trump is also peeved at Scandinavia. Today, he rage posted, I single-handedly ended 8 wars, and Norway, a NATO member, foolishly chose not to give me the Nobel Peace Prize. But that doesn't matter. Oh, really? Because it kind of sounds like it matters. But yes, Norway, why didn't you give him the Nobel Peace Prize? Imagine how upset he's going to be when he finds out he also didn't get the Nobel Peace Prize. But to prevent international conflict, I hereby award Donald Trump the Nobel Prize. Technically, it is a Barnes and Noble Prize. So, I think it's still got like $5 on it or something like that. Buy a cake pop. Now, there's more news from a country that Trump has already invaded because last night, Trump announced the U.S. will sell 50 million barrels of Venezuelan oil. I can't believe I'm saying this, but presidents can't just steal and sell stuff that belongs to another country. That's what pirates do. Though it does explain why he says the country's name like this.
Venezuela.
Avast, 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 Venezuela. I come for ye sweet crude. What do you do with a Venezuelan? What do you do with a Venezuelan? What do you do with a Venezuelan? Snatch away its oil. Now, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Trump explained this oil will be sold at its market price and that money will be controlled by me. Good God. That's the most illegal sounding thing I have ever heard. The only way this could sound more illegal is if the Trump parked the oil tankers in a school zone. Trump promises that the petrodollars will be used to benefit the people of Venezuela and the United States. So good news, people of Venezuela. Caracas is getting a ballroom. Trump also... What do you do with the Venezuela? What do you do with the Venezuela? What do you do with the Venezuela? Trump also said the oil will be taken by storage ships and brought directly to unloading docks in the United States. And then what? Are you going to put the oil on Facebook Marketplace? Ding dong. Oh, hey, my wife sent me to pick up the 50 million barrels of Venezuelan crude. I got a Hyundai, what do I got here? I got a Hyundai Tucson, so guess I should put the seat down. Then this morning, the U.S. military seized 2 Venezuela-linked oil tankers. One of the vessels was captured in the Caribbean, possibly the Caribbean, we're not sure yet. The other was captured near Iceland and was flying the Russian flag. Ruh-roh. What happened if go war with NATO and Russia at same time, question mark. And it sent me porn again. All right. Later. The second ship, it's been a rough day. The second ship had been called the Bella 1, and the U.S. considers it stateless. But while being chased by the U.S. Navy, the crew of the tanker painted a Russian flag on its hull. A brilliant idea that could only have come from Captain Wiley Coyotovich. Soon after, Soon after, the ship appeared on the registry of Russia ships as the Marinara. That is not going to help. Bring me the Marinara boat. Set it on course for the USS Mozzarella Stick. At ramming speed, 12 knots, garlic knots. There you go. Midterms are just around the corner. And with the GOP's razor-thin majority, Trump is starting to worry. So yesterday, he rallied congressional Republicans at the newly renamed Ruth's Chris Trump's Kennedy Center. Trump had a warning. Trump had a warning about what would happen if the Democrats retake Congress.
I'll get impeached.
Democrats, I think you just got your new ad. His confidence that he will immediately be impeached does not make it sound like he's not breaking the law. I swear to God, if the police ever turn a black light in my basement, I am so going to jail. Near the end of the speech, there was this weird moment when Trump spotted New York Times photographer Doug Mills.
These are the ones that take the pictures. Make me look thin for a change, Doug. You're making me look a little bit heavy. I'm not happy about it.
Yeah, Doug. Stop taking pictures of Trump with the lights on. RFK Jr.'s health department has been making a lot of announcements lately. And today they debuted new dietary guidelines to emphasize red meat and dairy. This change is even dumber than it sounds. As you can see from this graphic, actually tweeted out by the White House, they literally just flipped the food pyramid on its head. Oh, you gotta turn it upside down. It's the only way to get the ketchup out. Let's take a closer look at this thing. Okay, the important foods are at the top, so we should all be eating 3 to 4 rotisserie chickens a day with a heaping side trough of ground chuck. You'll want a little more butter than peanut, more shrimp than banana, and at the bottom, for the occasional treat, 12 oats. Just sprinkled in there. Just 12. Just a hint of fiber to try to Tease your colon into action. Move that meat through there. RFK Jr.'s new dietary guidelines also abandon long-standing advice on alcohol. You see, since 1980, the FDA has told Americans to limit themselves to 1 or 2 alcohol drinks a day, and I think that's reasonable. I don't ever have more than 2 daiquiris before I operate a tractor. But Bobby's new guidelines throw all that out. Now the FDA recommends Americans limit alcohol beverages, but they do not recommend clear limits. When asked for specifics, the FDA offered this advice.
He drinks a whiskey drink, he drinks a vodka drink, he drinks a lager drink, he drinks a cider drink.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Wumba. Here's what Medicaid and Medicare Administrator Dr. Oz said when asked about the potential dangers of not recommending a limit on alcohol.
Alcohol is a social lubricant that brings people together.
Okay. That finding from a new study by doctors James Beam, Jonathan Walker, and Elizabeth Limerita. He continued.
In the best case scenario, I don't think you should drink alcohol, but it does allow people an excuse to bond and socialize, and there's probably nothing healthier than having a good time with friends in a safe way.
Hell yeah! Listen up, you lightweight losers. Dr. Chug-a-Lug has spoken. Anything you want to add to that?
And there's probably nothing healthier than having a good time with friends in a safe way.
With the twins.
We got a great show for you tonight. I'll be administering the Colbert questionnaire to Ms. Natalie Portman. But when we come back, I sit down with Chris Hayes. Join us, won't you?